Hey, how's it going everybody? Welcome back to Aussie Fish Keeping. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at how you can deal with shy aquarium fish. So there's a whole range of reasons why fish may be shy or hesitant to come out in your aquarium. The most common reason I'd say is generally when you first introduce a fish into your aquarium. So that's obviously just because you've taken them from an environment they're used to and thrown them into a completely new environment, and I guess that's fair enough that they're a little bit shy in the beginning, but there is a few things that you can do to help resolve this shyness, I guess, and we're going to be going over those few things in this video. So as for the first thing you can do to help fix your shy aquarium fish, it's going to be adding live aquarium plants. So live plants are obviously beneficial for your aquarium for a whole bunch of reasons. They help keep stable water quality, they help oxygenate your water. There's literally so many different things they do, but they're also very beneficial for the fish themselves. So number one, live aquarium plants do make fish feel more at home, I guess. They really help turn just a plain aquarium into a nice little ecosystem. So simulating a natural environment can entice the fish out, particularly if they are shy. But another thing the aquarium plants can do is they actually obviously provide plenty of hiding spaces, particularly if they're nice bushy plants. And these hiding spaces give your aquarium fish a space to go to if they are starting to feel stressed. So if you have a shy fish that comes out and it gets spooked easily, when it gets spooked, it can quickly swim into your plants and feel safe. So yeah, the plants are great for that as well. As well as that, some fish can actually use the plants to help camouflage. So there's a whole variety out there that have particular patterns to blend in with certain types of plants or surroundings in their natural environment. So adding plants in your aquarium can just make them feel a whole lot safer, which will mean they're going to be a lot less shy. So yeah, with that being said, adding live aquarium plants can be one way you can help resolve shy aquarium fish. Moving on to the next on our list, we have using Didfish. So I've done actually quite a few videos on Didfish lately. I did one on why you need Didfish, one on 7 different types of Didfish, and now we got this one, which I'm just going to briefly talk about Didfish. So if you don't know what Didfish are, you can check out my other 2 videos, but basically a Didfish, it's kind of like a spare fish that you throw in your aquarium, and this fish will help do a variety of things. So number one, a Didfish can help spawn fish. It can help fish feel less stressed, or in this case be less shy, and it can also help resolve aggression in your aquarium. So Didfish are super useful in a community aquarium. So yeah, Didfish are obviously great at bringing out aquarium fish and making them feel more at home in your aquarium. In my opinion, things like Denios, Tetras, all sorts of those fast moving open water swimming fish are great Didfish. And the reason for that is because these fish will school, and when the school is just swimming around freely in your aquarium and they're not stressed whatsoever, that sort of tells the other fish in your aquarium that there's no dangers around and that there's no real reason to be shy. And another thing they'll do is if you walk past your tank and your Didfish don't react, that will once again, I guess, prove to the more shy aquarium fish that you're not really going to be a danger walking past, and that's going to mean they're going to come out a lot more often and not be as skittish in your aquarium. So another reason your fish could be shy may be because they're being picked on by other larger fish in your aquarium, and these Didfish will help with that as well. So Didfish can help divert aggression onto themselves. Because Didfish are very active and they're always getting in the way of other fish, it's going to mean that those more aggressive fish are going to target them and leave the shy fish alone. So yeah, with that being said, adding Didfish is another great way to help fix shy aquarium fish. Moving on to the next tip on our list. This one is actually very specific, and it's going to be adding a background onto your aquarium. So as you can see, I don't really use backgrounds on my aquariums, but I guess I don't really have too many skittish fish, to be honest. But I definitely should use backgrounds, and the reason for that is because it does actually help your fish feel a lot safer. It'd actually be more beneficial to just have one pane of glass open and having the rest blacked off, or have a background on all of them. And the reason for that is because it actually makes your fish feel a lot less exposed in your aquarium. So if you have an aquarium like these ones with no background, your fish can see out of all sides of your aquarium. And because of that, unless you have a super densely planted aquarium, they don't really have anywhere where they can get away and hide. So this is particularly great if you have an aquarium where you can walk on 2 sides or more. So adding a background onto one of those sides or onto 3 of those sides is super great. It means you can still walk past your aquarium and not scare your fish, and it means that your fish only really have to focus on one pane of glass. They don't have to like be worried about what's behind them or what's beside. But yeah, with that being said, adding a background or adding like something to block out the view on the sides and the back of your aquarium is one way you can help fix shy aquarium fish. Moving on to the next tip on our list, it's lowering your lighting in your aquarium. So if you have a super high light aquarium, this can stress your fish out quite a lot actually. And because it's stressing out your fish, they're gonna be more shy and they're gonna wanna try and hide. So some sensitive fish this can actually like affect them a lot, and you don't want to have them in super high light aquariums. So that's things like knife fish. Highlighting does actually affect them a lot, and it does affect most fish, to be honest. So I mean, you could imagine just being in highlighting all the time, it'd probably annoy you quite a bit and you'd probably want to get out of the highlighting. And that's the same with the fish. They really don't want to be like in this extremely bright tank whatsoever, and they may just go and hide in your aquarium, which can make them appear to be shy, but they're just trying to get away from the light. So that is one reason that you should lower your lighting. But another reason is because in dimmer lighting, there's less likely to be predators, so the smaller fish can actually come out and swim around freely and they'll feel a lot more safe. So lowering your lighting can be super beneficial for those fish as well. But yeah, with that being said, having lower lighting in your aquarium is another great way to try and fix shy aquarium fish. Moving on to the next tip on our list, it's choosing appropriate tank mates. So a lot of the time, aquarium fish can be shy if there's like I said earlier, a very aggressive fish in your aquarium that's constantly beating them up. So they're gonna try and escape this fish and hide like somewhere in your aquarium, and they'll be a lot more shy and timid just because they don't really want to be beaten up all the time. Which I mean is definitely fair enough. If I was an aquarium fish, I would not want that either. So this is one of the reasons you actually use Didfish, is because you have another aggressive fish. But if the Didfish aren't working, I would just recommend either taking out the very shy fish that's getting beaten up a lot, or just taking out the aggressive fish. But yeah, with that being said, making sure you're using appropriate tank mates that aren't gonna beat up each other in your aquarium is definitely one way to help fix shy aquarium fish. And then moving on to the final tip on our list, this one I don't really know if it's a tip, but it's just giving your fish time to adjust. So like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the most common reason your fish are shy is because they're just new to your aquarium and they haven't yet worked out that they are actually in like a safe environment. So giving your fish like a week or two is plenty of time before you start trying to implement these few tactics. And after about a week or two, your fish should be out and about anyway, unless they really are just a shy fish. But yeah, with that being said, I thought I would just throw this one on the list. I don't really know if you could classify this as a tip. But yeah, giving your fish plenty of time to adjust is definitely another thing you need to do if you notice your aquarium fish are shy. So that is actually going to bring us to the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope this video helps a few of you. If you did enjoy today's video and you haven't done so already, please make sure to go down and subscribe. And while you're down there, smash the like button and comment your thoughts on today's video. I always love going down there and reading them all, and I try to reply back to as many comments as I can. Also, if you haven't done so already, make sure to go check out my website, aussiefishkeeping.com. I've got a guppy sale going on at the moment. Got all sorts of rare guppy strains up there. I've also got some other fish, botanicals, and a few other aquarium products. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all so much for sticking around to the end, and I'll see you all in that next video.